before because I couldn't get my mouse to work correctly. But here is that Dota game that I was telling you about with Bloodseeker. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a bit of commentary on it. Hopefully everything works this time. Mouse seems to be good.
5 seconds.
Let me make sure I'm not in Discord real quick. Oops.
Make the right choice. Or you might not. It's your turn to pick.
There we go.
10 seconds.
So we've got Chad playing an Alchemist, some random guy
5
playing a
seconds.
Nature's Prophet.
Silencer.
Silencer is kind of a pain in the ass hero. He does what his name is. He shuts you up, and he can do it to everybody on the map, regardless of where they are with the press of a button. You can't cast any of your spells. It's pretty annoying.
10 seconds.
I'll move this up a
5
little
seconds.
bit for now, speed-wise. Let's get through the draft.
It's Radiant's turn.
Venomancer.
Venomancer shoots
Bloodseeker.
poison everywhere. That's me, I'm the Bloodseeker. Venomancer spits poison, he slows you, and all of his spells and stuff do damage over time. He can also make little versions of himself that stay in one place and shoot. Grant is playing Skywrath Mage. He
10 seconds.
looks really funny when he's flapping really quickly.
5 seconds.
He just shoots lots of magic spells.
It's your turn to pick.
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker can make a gigantic fissure wall on the ground and can just make lots of weird shit happen. Centaur Warrunner is a centaur. That's pretty much all you need to know. Juggernaut spins. And Matt is playing Shadow Shaman, who's a pretty fun support. He can lock people in place with 2 different spells. He's got a big nuke hit, and he can make little serpents that stay in one place, and they are good for taking down towers and stuff. Alright, let's try putting it at 1.5 speed for actual gameplay. I did not put 600 battle levels into this to get the stationary loading screen.
Hey, little
From
buddy,
the ghastly
it's in
eve,
the
I
bag.
can see to the ends
Let's
of the
set
world.
it to
And from this vantage point,
last hits and
I
stuff.
declare
This in
with
the
utter
bag.
certainty that this one is in the bag.
We'll put it on player perspective for now. And we'll check around and see how everybody are doing every now and then. So the timer is at -44 right now. I'm just fucking around with balloons. That's part of the battle pass stuff. You'll probably see a bunch of people high-fiving or digging up chests,
30
stuff
seconds.
like that.
Now for some real spit.
These balloons are hysterical. So my favorite team at the time was Team Liquid, and if Matt, say, his favorite team was OG or something, he hit my balloon, it would turn into an OG balloon.
Okay, Jinx. That's
So I
out
mentioned
for
that
an
it was
easy
at the
mark.
beginning of before the timer, runes spawn at 0, so there's always a fight for them. We gave up on ours because we thought there were 3 people, and the other guys on the other side of the map managed to get 3 total, so we actually came out ahead even though we gave up 1. There's a total of 4. So I'm carrying this game, and Matt is supporting me. So his job is to beat on the enemy heroes while I hit creeps to get gold.
You get nothing.
And we're in a pretty kill-heavy lane, so I have to mention he's got a couple of different lockdown. Let me click on him. He's got a couple of different lockdown abilities. Hex turns people into a chicken, and Shackles, he literally just holds people in place for, at minimum, 2.75 seconds, and at maximum 5, which lets Bloodseeker just wallop on them for a while. Bloodseeker's got his Blood Rage, which he can cast on literally anyone. Himself, allies, enemies, creeps, whatever. It makes him do more damage, and they also heal a percentage of the target's maximum HP. So I can cast it on Matt, and when he uses his big nuke spell, it does even more damage. And it looks like he's gonna die and give up first blood.
The first of many bloodings.
Bloodseeker's other fun spell is called Thirst. Whenever enemies fall below 75%, he starts getting bonuses to move speed and attack speed, I think. Yeah, move speed and attack speed. And when they fall below 25%, they're visible no matter where they are on the map. And this is me being really daring.
The world loses.
Dove all the way under the tower.
Bleed your last.
He's one of my favorite heroes. I like to just push him as far as I can.
Invisibility.
See how Chad's doing in the mid lane. So Chad's playing Alchemist, who has the ability Greeble's Greed. Every creep that he kills gives him an additional 12 to 18 to 24 to 36 gold. He's the fastest farming hero in the game. He should be using his acid spray to help him farm faster. Currently, his laning enemy is not in lane. Oh, there he's coming back. It looks like he's laning against Silencer. Yeah, Chad hasn't played Alchemist much. He's not great. He's not used to mid-Alchemist, especially. Let's see. Top lane. We've got Grant and the Pugger. So we're not communicating a whole lot on in-game voice, so Grant's kind of just having to match what the Pugger's doing. I guess the Pugger is okay. Pugger means just random person. Let's go back to where the action is. So Chad's in first on last hits, then me, then Chad's enemy, then my enemy, and then everybody else.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
The random guy killed the enemy once. Silencer tried to come down here and silence me, and I said, meh, I don't care. Which is fair, because the only ability the Bloodseeker uses early game is Blood Rage. Alright, I hit level 4, and I got his... I might die here. I can't remember. Nope, Matt came in at the right time.
Tower is about to fall. Just wait.
That red thing on the ground was called Bloodright. Anybody who stands in it when it pops takes damage and gets silenced for 3, 4, 5, or 6 seconds, depending on what level it is. I've always been torn. You always max Thirst first because it's just, you get to go super fast and stuff. But I'm always torn on which to max first, second, Bloodright or Blood Rage. I think this game I experiment with Bloodright first. So now I'm on top. Actually, Chad and I are exactly tied. 26 last hits and 5 denies.
Regeneration.
Even with that, and I've gotten a kill, I believe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Chad's
is under
still ahead of me by like 500 gold because of that ability of his. I brought myself out of salve to heal up real quick. Matt just used that shackle. That was that. Let's see how everyone else is doing. Chad is purple now because he's used his ult, Chemical Rage. He gets a bunch of health regen, like 50 per second, which is crazy. He gets mana regen, which I actually didn't know. Extra move speed, and he doesn't get extra attack speed, but the base attack time changes. It's a lot faster. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's basically attack speed. Chad's got to book it. Yeah, let's see what the enemy side of the stuff looks like. So there's the enemy's Juggernaut. He's gonna spin and kill Grant. Nope, he doesn't have the mana for it, so Grant lives.
Crackles with power.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower.
Ooh, they almost got the Venomancer. Let's see.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
They were losing to us pretty bad bottom, so it looks like they all went top, and Matt and I are like, well, okay, we'll just go ahead and beat on the tower for a bit.
Are fortified.
It looks like while I wasn't paying attention to my character, I got another kill. Ooh, I have my ult now. Rupture.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
It says, it ruptures them, they start bleeding when they move, and it can kill them if you run.
Dire's
It's some
bottom
fun.
tower is under attack.
You watch his health keep going up when he kills things. That's one of the reasons why I like playing him so much. He's super self-sufficient.
Yes.
bounty runes come up.
For the
Bounty
twin.
runes are super important when you're.
For me.
Yep, I used Rupture on
Dyer's
him,
middle tower doesn't last long. Killing spree!
and I just ate him.
You feed the flame.
You see how fast I'm running? He's the epitome of the hero that says
Dyer's middle tower is
when you're
under
ahead, you get off to a good start, you just snowball out of control. I've already maxed out Thirst. I am currently moving it faster than what the maximum move speed was, which is pretty fun.
Dyer's
And
bottom tower is
counterintuitive,
under
I
attack.
admit.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower, Jax.
So I'm noticing over on the minimap there's this red dot. They're watching me. They've been able to see me this whole time I've been farming, but they're just not willing to risk coming in to fight me. So I take the fight to them instead.
Dominate! Killing spree! Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Kill! Double kill!
Don't.
Unstoppable!
my ear.
Triple kill!
I like
Veins
Bloodseeker.
run empty.
He was moving so fast I couldn't actually click where I wanted to go because he kept running into like creeps and stuff like that.
Dyer's top tower has
So
some
far I am
radiant
6
shape
deaths,
buttons.
6 kills, 0 deaths, 1 assist. If you look at
Bid
the
farewell to Dyer's
net
top
worth,
tower.
I've actually passed Chad, which is pretty rare when you've got a alchemist on the team, or in the game, I should say. That's the way we want it. Nah, we'll leave it on net worth.
Regeneration.
So I can see that Juggernaut. Oh, we have a ward here or something. Actually, I'm not sure how we have vision of him.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
I'm looking for
Jax
somebody.
thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
So we're up 6,000.
wrong.
We're basically up my net worth. If I disappeared from the
Radiant's
game,
bottom
it'd
tower
be
is
about
under
even.
Oh, what a
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. So he's wrong. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So I finished my Sanjin Yasha, which makes me faster, which makes their spells that have the silence and stuff like that, makes them go away faster, and
top tower is under attack.
there's a bunch of
Did
stats,
Radiant's
HP,
bottom tower just fall?
damage, stuff like that.
Don't answer that.
I've got Venomancer ult on me, which does 40 damage a second for like 20 seconds, but it can't kill you on its own. But I TP'd bottom, came down here so I could heal up. I apologize for the dogs barking.
Is Dyer going
the
to let that
twin.
middle tower fall?
So these bounty runes are worth 70 gold for the whole team, except Chad gets like 300
here,
because he's
Radiant's
alchemist,
top
so they're
tower.
important that we keep them. Chad's starting to catch up on net worth too.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower, Jax.
Chad got his radiance. 15 minutes is actually not a bad timing, especially when you were being pressured mid with against a ranged hero like he was. Radiance is an item that gives him a big boost to damage. Well, all the enemies
Dyer's
are here.
bottom tower is under attack.
I wonder if I'm going to TP in.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower, Jax. Oh,
Nope, I
and
took
there
the
goes
tower.
Dyer's bottom tower.
All the enemies are low, so I'm moving at 700 move speed. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go try to fight their tier
Dyer
3.
don't look too scared of Radiant's top tower. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower is falling.
Oh, that was funny. Hopefully I don't die. I can't remember. I did not die. Yay. Looks like that gave me enough gold to finish my Basher, which is just a strength item that gives you a chance to stun someone when you hit
Dyer's
them.
top shrine is under attack.
Useful for heroes like me who attack really fast. So now that we broke that tower, let me switch it to free camera. Now that we took down that tower that was in their base, their shrines, which are good TP spots, like Seer's Chat, you can actually take them down now. This really important one is the one that's right here, because it is right next to the Roshan pit. Since they no longer have their tower here, and they will hopefully soon not have this, if we try to take Roshan, they don't have an easy way to get to us. Like, they'd have to port all the way over here and travel all the way over here. Alright, let's get back to player perspective. Get back to me. Looks like I'm working on a Black King bar. There's that basher. There's Matt giving me that hex. So now I'm 9 kills, 0 deaths.
Within good health for Radiant's middle tower.
My venom flows again.
My glaives will answer this.
So they're
Nice.
all
They're
buying
back.
back. We're up 14,000 gold now. That's a lot
Dire's
for
top
20
tower
minutes
has
of game
some
time.
Radiant-shaped problems.
And Bloodseeker's fun because you can just step back into the jungle for a second, fill up your health, and go right back out to fight or push.
Dire's top shrine is
farm or
under attack.
whatever you wanna do.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
The Black King bar that I'm working on has you can use it as many times as you want,
Dire's top
but
shrine is
it gets
under
less
attack.
effective
Top
each
shrine
time.
Between.
Come on, get a bash, get a bash. Aw. It makes you magic immune to most spells. Really good against enemies like Silencer or Venomancer.
Fortune's change.
Illusion.
Looks like we're gonna go ahead and try to do a big fight.
That was a close one.
Holy shit! Dire going to help that middle tower full. Dire's middle tower is full.
Fool to a
Ultra kill!
league, the flayed ones.
So I got 4 of them, but my buddies all left me, or Matt left me instead of coming in with me, which we had a
Dire's middle
miscommunication,
tower is under attack.
Upon my life.
which is unfortunate. But that was my first death, and it gave the enemy Juggernaut, who's their me, basically the one who's in charge doing damage, 1,400 gold. And then I think someone tipped me, probably the enemy. So yeah, poor Grant. The hero's not really good at killing creeps. So I'm coming over here to do it for him so we don't lose this tower. So I'm very good at killing creeps. So Bloodseeker's now level 18, which means all of his skills are max, so the best that they're gonna get, except he still has
Regeneration.
talents. He can get a 25% lifesteal coming up, or he can make it so he can cast that Rupture at a much bigger radius than what you're seeing with that green line right now. I think I go to the lifesteal. And it looks like I am working on a butterfly, if you remember from the Dota reporter. Butterfly from Gyrocopter. It's just a big bunch of agility, attack speed, and damage, and also gives the enemy a chance to miss you when they attack. Enemy had a ward up there, so I killed it. Lots of gold for me. Yay, yay, yay. Chad is buying something. Let's see, what does he have on the courier? I can't find out what's on the courier. Oop. So they start. The enemies are starting the fights every time I'm not there, which is smart. But everybody's able to get everybody so low that I can run there super fast.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
stuns for me.
Killing spree!
Your blood is mine.
So we lost everybody but me, and we let 2 of them get away,
For the twins.
which is unfortunate, but I'm still getting these bounty runes for Chad. So he's still getting good
Is
gold.
mine.
Yeah, he's still sitting at 2,000 something. Oh, that's what he bought. He bought Boots of Travel, so he can teleport pretty much anywhere on the map. And it looks like he's going to work on an Aghanim Scepter next. Alchemist is interesting because he can give Aghanim Scepters to his allies if they have bonuses for them. And I think, if I remember right, he gives one to me first because we were joking about it. It's not bad on Bloodseeker. What it does is it gives him 2 ruptures instead of 1 and lowers the cooldown of them by 50%. Or, no, sorry, 30%. So they're all going top, and I'm pushing mid. And then I went, nope, never mind, big fight.
Dominate! Dire's top tower has some radiant-shaped problems. Dire structures are for killing spree! Double kill!
Couldn't click on the enemy for a second. Oop, I think this will probably be my second death. Woohoo!
Dominate!
There it is.
Hail the twins.
Double damage.
Still up 18,000 gold. Chad got a double damage rune. It gives him double his base damage. So he clicks for a good 300 currently. More if he uses his ultimate. Or actually the same, but just a lot faster. So yeah. I'm
Do
far
Radiant
ahead of
want
everybody
their
else
middle
except for
tower to
Chad
go?
because I've just been playing ridiculous this game. And
Radiant's
Chad
middle
is very,
tower is
very
under
high up
attack.
too, and you can see the drop off from the
Radiant
next
just
player.
fortified. Dire's top barracks don't look good, Jix. Do
Say
Radiant
hi to the
want
video,
their
Cheryl.
middle tower to go? Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Oh yeah, we forgot that there was like tipping and stuff available we could do. It's mostly just to piss off everybody. Wow, I'm 22 already. That's crazy. Ooh, Chad's passed me again on net worth. It looks like he's probably got that Aghanims. Yep, he's got an Aghanims. And watch the net worth. They should swap places as soon as he gives it to me.
The flayed
Yep.
ones keep you
He
safe.
went down 4,000, I went up 4,000.
Illusion.
Ooh, he got an illusion. That's actually really good for alchemists.
Was the last of my kind.
And that's gonna go all the way to their base. So I've got my butterfly, I've got my basher, I've got my black king bar, got my Sanjin Yasha and my boots. I probably go something like Assault Cuirass next or something. So we're gonna go ahead and kill Roshan and I think try to end the game. Based on the timing, yeah, we're probably gonna try to end the game very shortly.
Mire!
Bro, didn't you hear me telling you to throw it?
Roshan's dead?
Immortality.
Would that be a lesson to you?
And Chad stunned himself with his own stun because, and I think it was my fault, you charge up the stun and then you throw it, and if you don't throw it, it blows up on you. And I think I told him to do it, but I forgot that Roshan can't be targeted by it. So, might be. So we killed Roshan. That gave me the Aegis of the Immortal. For for the next 5 minutes. If I die, I'm just going to respawn in about 5 seconds exactly where I was. So I don't know if it was an enemy who just pushed me in here or if it was an ally, but it was a bad idea if it was an enemy.
Is Dire going to
So I killed all 5 enemy heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
So they broke my
Falls
Aegis.
to blood.
And I'm back up.
Just as Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. So he's wrong. Unstoppable!
Loses an
Dire's
exciting
bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks
So
have
we were
fallen.
just tearing through their base.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Coming through.
Oh, yeah!
Quick and thick! Monster kill! Double kill! Godlike!
You see just how fast I
You're
jumped through them.
Dire should look to their bottom barracks.
Look at that net worth.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
So as it turns out, now that I'm
Is
watching
Dire
this,
going to let that middle tower fall?
that agonyms that Chad gave me as mostly a joke, I think, is
Dire's
way
middle
better
tower is
than we
under
thought.
Dire's middle tower doesn't last long. Dire just fortified. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire might not have a middle barracks for long. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks don't look good, Jix. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Pretty soon this place will be swarming. The Radiants now have mega creeps.
So I'm sitting on 7,000 gold.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Holy shit! Dire's middle tower is under attack. So excited.
Blood.
My
Holy
name
shit! Double kill! Dire's ancient. Radiant structures are fortified. Holy shit! Dire's ancient is going down.
Blood for the twins.
Well, this is what Dire's ancient gets her trying to control.
So getting a rampage. Oh, and I died literally at the last second, giving the Venomancer 2,000 gold. I was wondering where the third death came from. But yeah, this is one of the craziest games we've ever had. And it's pretty cool. It shows us how we did. Like on the 4 different things. There's farming, fighting, pushing, and supporting. Matt was playing. I was actually surprised he had such a high fight compared to support because he did a good job. Lots of fighting. See, Chad has 0 in supporting. I think I will also have 0 in supporting. That 0.4. I wonder what he did. I wonder if he bought like a word or something. Why do I have a 1.4? Oh, I know. So sometimes I would blood rage my allies so that they could heal off some creeps and stuff, and that probably counts. But this bar down here shows you how you do compared to how you usually play with the hero. This being right here is your average. So I'm up here. I don't know how I have a game that's any better than that, but yeah, 17 more kills than usual, 2 less deaths than usual, and 5 less assists, but that's fair because of the 17 kills. And I out GPM'd an Alchemist, which is just insanity. Yeah, fun stuff.